How you doing tonight? Tonight is New Year's Eve night, and we were going to go out with some friends, but ended up, we got the baby. We got to stay here, and ended up keeping her. And so I was planning on cooking for some folks, but instead I'm going to go ahead and cook for us. We'll have a few leftovers. So it already kind of got started. Let me kind of catch you up where we are. I've got some bacon here, some lardons, just some little tiny strips of bacon cut up. I'm cooking those down. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these in with the potatoes. I've got, show you what I got with potatoes. Got some of these small little potatoes here that I cut in half, put in a bag. And what did I put in there with them? I put olive oil, about that much, I guess about a cup of olive oil. I put a little bit of that steak sprinkling seasoning I always put on my steaks. I put a package, let's see where this stuff is. There's a package of baked potato topper, like bacon bits, different herbs and stuff like that. You just put them, they sell in the produce aisle by the baked potatoes. Just tore that open, put it in there. And a little bit of garlic, just minced garlic. So what I did is I put the potatoes in there, cut in half, in that bag with the oil and the spices and everything, and mix that around. Then once I finish browning up these bacon bits here, I got my oven preheating to about 425. I'm going to put this over the top of them, and this will really get a nice brown on those potatoes. Okay, so now I've got this Pyrex pan ready here. Go ahead and pour these potatoes in here. Look at that. Already smell great. Kind of spread them out a little bit. See, they've got the green onions. Oh, I did cut a green onion there too. So it was green onion, a little olive oil, some steak seasoning, and that baked potato seasoning in a pouch. Let me get that for you. I'll show you what it was. This is the potato topper right here. Just a little, it's got, what does it say it has in here? Liven up your baked potatoes with a blend of onions, chives, butter, and spices. This all be great. I'll put that in there. Also put a little bit of dry ranch powder. I like to put that on the potatoes. So anyway, we'll go over this with these bits of bacon and get that bacon juice in there. Oh yeah, man, that's going to be good right there. Go ahead and get that sprinkled on in there. And then we'll pop these in that oven. It's heating about 425. It's going to be real, real good. I'm telling you. It'll be excellent. Okay, so there it goes, all seasoned up, bacon bits and everything on top. I'm going to pop that in the oven about 425. We'll leave it in there about 30-45 minutes. We'll check it. Okay, now for the next part of this recipe, I've got some flat iron steak, just a piece of flat iron steak. You've seen me cook this stuff before. Got it marinating in a Ziploc bag. Now what I'm marinating in, this is some of the best marinades you can get. This is what they call Hoover sauce. It is made in Louise, Mississippi by this one guy, and it's got soy sauce, water, corn syrup, caramel color, tomato concentrate, distilled vinegar, spice, onion powder. It's awesome. You got to try this if you can get it in your state, or if you live in Mississippi, it's really good. But it's called Hoover sauce. I'm so happy to get some of this. A friend of mine giving it to me for Christmas, because you really have to go to Louise, Mississippi just about to get it, unless you can find a dealer. I think they do ship it online, but it's expensive to ship. In fact, next contest or something, I may ship some out. You got to try it. But anyway, we'll let that marinate for a while and let these potatoes cook. Okay, now I just took these potatoes. You can hear them still sizzling. They've been cooking in the oven for about 30 minutes. I'm going to scoop them out of here. Show them again. Find something to scoop them with. Okay. Scoop them out of here. Put them in this pan. The reason I'm doing that is just so I can drain some of this oil and grease out of here. Then I'm going to put them back in, and we're going to incorporate a little bit more ingredients. It's going to be real good. So let me do that. Okay, so strain my potatoes out of there. Now I'm going to get a little paper towel. That's why I need to do this, and just wipe up. Try to absorb some of that oil that's in there. Just don't want a ton of oil in here. Get that out, and I'm going to put my potatoes back in. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit Or just slap your mama to them. It's a little bit more seasoning. And a little bit of cracked black pepper. Good, get them nice and seasoned. Then we're going to pop them back in there for about another 20 or so minutes. You just got to feel your potatoes, see how soft they are. See, this and really started getting that soft yet. So we're going to give them another few minutes in there. Alright, now we made it out to the grill. Got that wonderful flat iron steak in that, man, in that wonderful marinade, like Hoover sauce. I wish I'd had some of this last night to put on the fish. Wow, it smells great. Let's go ahead and get it and sear it on this grill. Get it out of here. Oh yeah. Man, that is a fine piece of meat. Dude, with that fine marinade on there. Marinade's good on vegetables, fish. I will promote that. I tell you what, that stuff's awesome. Okay, let's let it cook a few minutes on that side. Then we'll turn around and we'll cook it again on the other side. I'll go ahead and give her a flip here. So, should put a little bit of pan down there. Man, oh, that's some great sear marks like that in there too on this side. Get that beautiful sear. Alright, now that I got a good sear on that side, I'm going to just go ahead, put it in my tin foil, and wrap it on up. Let's just burn off the grill here. Go ahead and give this a good wrap. Wrap that in the foil, we'll bring it inside. Okay, so we're just going to set that on the counter wrapped in that foil, and it's still cooking. Let that sit there for about 15 minutes, okay? Okay, so now I'll just pop those potatoes out of the oven. We're going to finish those off. Those are going to be wonderful. See, they've cooked and they've kind of gotten nice and brown. Let's go ahead and add the final ingredient. Okay, well, they're sitting there just piping hot. We'll add a little bit of aged Parmesan cheese shredded. And give it a nice little pop. Man, it's going to make them really, really good. Wow. Okay. A little Parmesan. Just give them a little bite to them. Now I've got this casserole cheese. This is like cheddar and Monterey Jack. Go with that too. Get a layer of that stuff. Okay. Good. Now I'm going to pop that back in there for about 10 minutes while the steak rests up. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, so now I'm going to pop those taters out. Look at that with that melted cheese, the bacon bits, everything on there. Wonderful. Now let's get to that steak. Okay, so we're going to cut into this steak here. Let's see, cut that little tip off there. Yes, sir. Look at that. Perfectly cooked. And that is something else. These little strips off like that. Man, you can just see flavor in that right there. I'm going to keep cutting it thin, just like that. Go ahead and give it a little taste here. Perfect, perfect. That is awesome. Alright, go ahead and get that beside some of those potatoes. Alright, so we can go ahead and get some of these potatoes on here. Man, those look scrumptious with that cheese and everything else. The bacon bits. Clean old cooktop again, looks like. Alright, now I'll put some of that steak on there. Alright, so put a little bit of steak on there. Got those wonderful potatoes, and we'll give it a taste. Alright, let's give it all a try here. Okay, try the steak. Man, that is fabulous. Really good. And those potatoes. Yum. And then try this little cheese up on here. Tell you what, that's one great meal. Y'all have a happy new year. I appreciate you for watching my channel. And hopefully many more meals to come this year. Thank y'all.